Hey, how are you all doing? We have got a little bit of a battle laid up for you. This will be a pretty quick one, I think. And it was between me and Samurai 97. And we played this a while back. But I just wanted to show it just because it was hilarious. Um, it shows you, it's got some good tactics to it, I'll just say. And I have done this once or twice online, but I've forgotten to save the replays, which has been a bit crap of me. But oh god, it is hilarious when it does happen. This is just a very, very quick tactic, an easy tactic to beat someone with. Well, I wouldn't say it was easy, but I mean, if you're against someone who's got a lot of units or they've got a lot of veteran units, it's definitely a viable option. I mean, it breaks up their army, breaks their morale quite a lot, and then you're always going to back it up with a crap ton of sword units. So let's get into the army. So um, oh, what tactic could you be talking about, Vendetta? Oh, ninjas. 4 ninjas, I think that is. So I've got the. Oh no, I've got Hanzo Shadows. Hanzo Shadows at the moment. I've then also got Surprise Box X, as always. We've then also got the Violators. And then we got. Oh no, these are just going to be some normal Kisho Ninja. So we are going to be fielding the Violators and the Surprise Perfect. So these guys are my most beast ninja unit, but they're pretty good. So that'll be my ninja line at the moment, and then I've also got Naginata Warrior Monks. These guys are looking pretty beast. I think I've got 3 of those guys, and they're vetted up rather nicely. So that's a strong. It's definitely a strong kind of Naginata component behind the ninjas to clean up, and then we've also got Captain Cabinet, and we've got some Fire Cav, we've got some Katana Cav, 2 of those Katana Cav, and then we will also be fielding some my 4th hammer and my 2nd hammer, and that 2nd hammer Pursuit. I actually put the speed upgrade on these guys, and that's why I've called them Pursuit, so I know which one will be doing the pursuing. The reason I put speed on there is to catch up. I don't know, heavy gunners, bow cav, any sort of cavalry unit or unit that's going to be really quick. That's why I've put the speed upgrade on the 2nd hammer Pursuit, and that's why I called him Pursuit, as I said. So we've got over here Samurai 97. Let's let him walk out of the trees. Okay, let's let him walk out a little bit more. I think he has got a Hanzo Shadow unit over here. The problem with fielding ninjas is that they're so difficult to place. I mean, I field ninjas a lot, but yeah, as I said, they're hard to place. Really, you want to be having Shinobi Informer if you're going to be using ninjas, but in the fashion that I'm going to be using ninjas, don't bother really. Don't bother using Shinobi Informer if you'll be placing ninjas next to your army. This just kind of demonstrates that you don't always have to put ninjas dotted around the map. So at this moment in time, we are talking over Skype, and we're talking. He's Samurai's talking to me, and he's like, "Oh, do you just want to do like cav battle in the middle?" I'm like, "Nope." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Is that all the cav you got?" And I'm like, "Yep. Yes, the only cav I got." Because he doesn't realise I got these until I charge them out of the trees, and he's not happy. I bought a lot of cavalry. I bought 5 units of cavalry, and it's not that they're bad cavalry either. They're very excellent cavalry. I mean, 2nd hammer has got 6, 4th hammer has got 4, and then we've also got fire cav. They're ranked up to 2, I think. Yeah, and they got 17 melee attack. Then we've got anvil, 1st anvil and 3rd anvil. They're all both on 26 melee attack. So this is a pretty gruesome looking cavalry if you're going to be playing against it. Against his Yari Cav, and Yari Cav, I mean, he could still do a lot of damage. I mean, if he can get to these Katana units, he'll do a lot of damage to them, but obviously you'd have to get past my Fire Cav and my 2nd hammers, so it's not going to be looking too favourable for him. So he's got 2 Yari Ashigara up front. He then also has got Naginata Samurai, Katana Samurai, Naginata Samurai. Then he has got a Nodachi, a Naginata Warrior Monk, and a Nodachi. So that will be his formation at the moment. And then he's also got Daimunda of Dust. I'm sorry if that went awfully, it probably did. So that's his army, and this is what I'll be steamrolling. So I keep my units in the dark. I don't want him to know what I've got. Because at the moment it's looking a bit suspicious, because I think this is a rather large funds battle, and yeah, I mean, obviously if your opponent is hiding in a trees like this, you have to wonder what they've got, and you can't plan effectively. So I definitely condone this sort of behaviour, which is just hide your units in forests. I mean, they know that you'll have something in there, but it's the fact that they don't know what, which will force their hand to play. If you just wait there and they call you a camper, who cares? Because at the end of the day, it's a game. And so he's going to make a move, but what is interesting about my build is that normally I bring Yari Ashigaru in, I don't know, I'm going to move. So yeah, you normally bring Yari Ashigaru, put them in loose formation, charge them, and then just like ninja bomb the crap out of them. But in this instance, I've decided not to go for that, and I've popped all these guys into stealth. It looks like stealth is good, but I mean, if you're not planning on throwing bombs, always pop the melee button on. That's vital. So these guys are going to just stop. These guys are going to keep on running and mince these guys up. And now let's look. So this is going to be a good little ninja bomb for you. And then he's just going to keep on rolling. Ooh. Really love ninja bombs. And then he reacts slowly. I take my cavalry around the sides like a pincer movement. Immediately almost routing his Yari Ashigaru, which is going to be fantastic. And Hanzo Shadows over here, rolling around. And whilst his army is stopped dead in its tracks, I decide to just charge the crap out of them, because I know that they'll be in disarray, their formation will be really poor, and also their morale will be pretty bad as well, because they did just get ninja bomb the crap. They're being flanked with cavalry. I'll be having war cries going off in a minute from all my warrior monks, so it's really in disarray for him at the moment. He's being attacked from all different angles, and he wasn't expecting it at all, so I managed to rout his army, which by no small feat, it was a pretty bitchin' army. I mean, these guys have got 14 morale. I mean, when do you ever see Naginata Samurai with 14 morale without a morale shrine? It's pretty astonishing. I think he's got some Nodachis. Those guys have 14 morale as well, so it's not as though his army was lacking in the morale section. They had very, very high morale. These warrior monks had 15 morale, I think it was. Or was that mine? No, that says. And these warrior monks here, they've lost, they've lost about, 37 units, and they've killed 120. These guys, they're saying they've lost 20, and they've killed 100 units. His army was pretty much the same as mine in terms of, not quite in terms of stats, but you have to remember he did have sword infantry and I didn't. The only infantry I had were going to be my ninjas. And then obviously he has still got his Hanzo Shadows, and these guys are just going to be swept from the field. And even the Hanzo Shadows, 17 men left. Even they've decided to shatter. So you can see by this, it's not looking good for Samurai. So that was a good little demonstration of what can be done with ninjas. So I hope you've enjoyed. I'll try and do some more ninja videos, because I love ninjas. They're so much fun to use, and like some people really get crazy when you use ninjas. But ninjas, just remember, Shinobi Informer is definitely something you have to play with ninjas, because ninjas are an incredibly tough unit to play with. I mean, they definitely require a certain skill level, because I've played ninjas several times online, and they have been useless because I've either put them too far to the left, too far to the right, too far behind the enemy deployment, and they can't catch up with the enemy army without running and revealing themselves. Really, you don't want the enemy to know you've got ninjas until those ninjas have hit. What I have started to do now is actually upgrade the speed ability on my ninjas. I mean, speed is not a very good unit upgrade. I might do a video on that, but speed isn't a very good upgrade, but it's actually been mentioned several times there. The cavalry, use them to chase down high speed units, which would be difficult to chase down, like, I don't know, Carbine Cav for example. Definitely worth the speed upgrade to catch those bitches. Ninjas, I think, are actually a very good unit to use speed, the sort of speed trait on, if you like, because the problem with ninjas is that sometimes they actually get revealed before their stealth is over, but having that extra speed obviously just gets them a little bit closer to the enemy before they get revealed. Especially the worst case scenario for me, and it's happened loads of times, is when I've charged up those ninjas, and then those ninjas have just been absolutely decimated by modern troops, because the modern troops have seen the ninjas running towards them, literally about 10 feet away from. They get revealed, the stealth is over, and bang! I get a full-on volley right in the face, and the ninjas just drop completely before they can really take hold and do some effective damage. So that's just a little bit of an insight. If you don't want to have Shinobi Informer, by all means put your army within your army, and I have done a few videos where that does show, you can do it, it is possible. So go on to the unit stats. The Violators, these guys are they're done. They did so well. 122 kills with 45 men. Lost 22, so they went half strength, and they still bitched. So Naginest Warrior Monks still doing well. Katana Cav, they would have been wrapping up those Nodachi. Hanzo Shadows did do pretty darn well. I mean, they tripled their score. And yeah, that's kind of it. Kisho Ninja were the guys in the middle who got caught out by the Arashigari, so they stopped, and they were just hurling their bombs, but the Arashigari charged into them and basically just cut them down before they could actually do anything, which is pretty embarrassing, because SBS, Spider Sex, aren't actually my best ninja unit, surprisingly. I mean, I'd put them on par with Hanzo Shadows. I just love this unit. They were my first Kisho Ninja unit. And then we've got Naginest Samurai, Nodachi. I mean, yeah, they've done pretty well, but I think it was just all these different factors of getting in, putting them in disarray, hitting from the flanks, all that cavalry. It really did have a massive morale impact. So I hope you enjoyed the battle, and some more ninja vids hopefully will be up. So bye for now.